Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're going deep into the world of Canadian construction.
Ooh, exciting.
It is, and we're going to be uncovering the secrets
Okay.
of becoming like a top-tier estimator.
Right.
More specifically, what it takes to earn a
Yes.
coveted Gold Seal certification.
Oh, yeah. The gold seal. It's like
It's a big deal
the gold standard, pun intended.
for estimators in Canada.
Yeah, you can think of it as like a symbol of excellence, a mark of distinction that tells clients and colleagues that
Yeah,
this estimator operates at the highest level of professionalism.
absolutely. And, we've got our hands on some training materials for aspiring Gold Seal estimators. And,
Oh, cool.
and I was really intrigued by one thing in particular, and it was the emphasis on communication.
Interesting.
Not just number crunching,
Yeah.
but clear and ethical communication.
Hmm.
So what's the connection there?
That's a great question, and it might seem surprising at first. You might think that estimating is all about spreadsheets and calculations,
Right.
but to achieve gold seal status, you need much more. And ensuring that everyone involved in a project
Yeah.
understands the numbers, the risks,
Uh-huh.
and the decisions being made.
Okay, so it's not just about being a math whiz.
Well,
You also got to be a communication guru.
exactly.
Right.
Think about it. A construction project involves so many moving parts, from architects and engineers to contractors and suppliers.
Right.
A gold seal estimator acts as a bridge between all these different parties,
Yeah.
making sure that everyone is on the same page and working towards that common goal.
These materials also highlight the importance of company policies and procedures. It's like a whole rule book
It is.
for Gold Seal estimators to master.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every construction company has its internal playbook,
Right.
and gold seal estimators are bound by those rules.
Okay.
These policies cover everything from bidding guidelines and cost estimation methods to procurement processes and ethical standards.
So why is it so crucial for Gold Seal estimators to stick to these policies so closely?
For several reasons, actually. First and foremost, it ensures consistency and transparency.
Hmm.
When everyone follows the same procedures, it's easier to track costs, manage risks, and maintain accountability.
I can see how that would help prevent things from like falling through the cracks.
Precisely. It also helps protect both the company and the client.
Yeah.
By adhering to the established guidelines, estimators can minimize errors, avoid legal issues, and ultimately deliver projects that meet expectations.
Can you give us a real-world example of how these policies play out on a project?
Certainly. Let's say a company policy requires estimators to obtain multiple quotes from suppliers before finalizing material costs for a project.
Okay.
Now imagine you're building a hospital
All right.
and you need specialized medical equipment.
Yeah.
A gold seal estimator wouldn't just call one supplier and accept their price.
Right.
They would meticulously gather quotes from several different suppliers
Okay.
to make sure that they're getting the best possible price
For the client.
for you, the client.
And that also ensures a fair bidding process for all the suppliers involved.
You got it. And it goes beyond just getting the best price.
Right.
Multiple quotes allow the estimator to compare things like lead times, warranties, and after-sales service.
Right.
It's about making informed decisions that benefit the entire project, not just the bottom line.
Okay, so we've established that following company policies is crucial.
Yes.
But how much decision-making power does a Gold Seal estimator actually have? I mean, they can't just sign off on million-dollar contracts, can they?
That's a great question, and it highlights another important aspect of Gold Seal certification,
Okay.
understanding authority levels.
Okay.
Different estimators have varying degrees of authority depending on their experience and the specific project.
So it's like a hierarchy within the company.
Precisely. Think of it as a system of checks and balances
Okay.
to ensure that decisions are made with the appropriate level of oversight.
Got it.
For instance, an estimator might be able to develop a preliminary cost estimate for a project, but they would likely need approval from a senior manager or a project executive before submitting that to a client.
Yeah, that makes sense. You don't want an estimator accidentally committing the company to a project
Right.
that's way over budget.
Exactly. Similarly, while an estimator can compile detailed cost breakdowns and review subcontractor bids for a project,
Okay.
the final bid submission would typically require sign-off from someone higher up the chain of command.
So it's about making sure the right people are involved at the right stages.
Exactly.
What happens if an estimator oversteps their authority?
No.
I mean, could that jeopardize a project or even their career?
It certainly could. Exceeding one's authority can have serious consequences both for the individual and the company.
Oh,
It might lead to costly mistakes, contractual disputes, or even damage to the company's reputation.
okay, so we've covered company policies and authority levels.
Yeah.
But something tells me there's more to this Gold Seal certification than just following the rules. I have a feeling we're about to dive into the ethical dimension.
You are absolutely right.
Okay.
We can't forget about the ethical considerations
Yeah.
that are woven into every aspect of a Gold Seal estimator's work.
Right.
It's not just about being competent, it's about being trustworthy, transparent, and always acting with integrity.
Okay, so let's dive into that. What are some of the core ethical principles that guide Gold Seal estimators?
Transparency is a big one. Gold Seal estimators are expected to be completely upfront about their cost assumptions, potential risks, and the possibility of variations in project scope.
Okay.
They need to be open books, so to speak.
So no hiding the bad news or trying to sugarcoat things to win a bid.
Exactly.
All right.
Clients need to have a clear and accurate understanding of the costs involved so they can make informed decisions.
Right.
Along those lines, avoiding conflicts of interest is crucial.
Okay.
A Gold Seal estimator can't favor certain subcontractors or engage in any shady bidding practices. That might give them an unfair advantage. It's all about fair play.
You don't want even a hint of impropriety.
Right.
What about documentation and accountability? How do Gold Seal estimators ensure everything is done by the book?
Documentation is key. Gold Seal estimators are meticulous about documenting all approvals, cost adjustments, and contract amendments. Everything is traceable and transparent.
Okay.
And finally, they always respect the chain of command.
All right.
They understand their authority levels and never commit to pricing budgets or agreements that are beyond their scope of responsibility.
So it's not just about making the right decisions.
No.
It's about being able to clearly demonstrate that those decisions were made ethically and responsibly.
Yes.
This is fascinating stuff.
It is.
But we've only just scratched the surface, haven't we?
Yeah.
There's still so much more to explore about this world of Gold Seal estimators.
Oh, there's lots more.
I know. We're just getting started.
Yeah, we are. Welcome back to our deep dive into Gold Seal estimators.
You know, as we were prepping for this episode, one thing that really stood out to me was the emphasis on CCDC contract documents in the Gold Seal training materials.
Yeah, it's not just like a passing mention either. It's woven throughout the curriculum.
Why is that? What makes these CCDC contracts so important for a Gold Seal estimator?
Well, think of CCDC contracts as the industry standard in Canada. They're like a blueprint for how construction projects should be structured, managed, and executed.
So it's not enough for a Gold Seal estimator to just be good at math and know their company's policies.
Right.
They also need to be fluent in CCDC.
Yes, absolutely. Because a Gold Seal estimator isn't working in isolation.
Right.
Their estimates have real-world consequences.
Yeah.
And those consequences are directly tied to the terms and conditions laid out in the CCDC contracts.
Can you give us a specific example of how this plays out on a project?
Sure. Let's say a project is using CCDC2 stipulated price contract. This type of contract sets a fixed price for the work, but it also allows for adjustments or change orders if unforeseen circumstances arise.
So a change order is basically an amendment to the original contract.
Yes.
Right. Like if they need to add extra work or materials because of unexpected site conditions or a change in design.
Precisely. And that's where the Gold Seal estimator's expertise in CCDC2 becomes crucial.
Okay.
They need to be able to accurately assess the cost impact of any proposed change.
Right.
And ensure that the change order documentation is prepared in strict accordance with the contract's requirements.
So they're not just crunching numbers.
No.
They're also navigating the legal and contractual side of things.
Exactly.
It sounds like there's a lot of potential for things to go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
If the estimator isn't familiar with the CCDC documents.
You hit the nail on the head. Without a solid understanding of the CCDC framework, an estimator could inadvertently create ambiguities, omissions, or even contradictions that could lead to costly disputes down the line.
That makes sense. So a Gold Seal estimator's knowledge of CCDC contracts helps to protect all parties involved.
Yes.
By ensuring that everyone is on the same page.
Yes, from the outset.
Right. And let's not forget about the ethical dimension.
Of course not.
A Gold Seal estimator wouldn't exploit a loophole in a CCDC contract to inflate costs.
No.
Or gain an unfair advantage.
They're bound by a code of ethics to be fair, transparent, and always act in the best interests of the project.
Right. It all comes back to that integrity factor that we talked about earlier.
Exactly.
So let's switch gears for a moment and put ourselves in the shoes of a client who's about to embark on a major construction project.
All right.
Why should I care if my estimator has the Gold Seal certification? What's in it for me?
That's a great question, and the answer is simple. Peace of mind.
Okay.
When you hire a Gold Seal certified estimator, you're getting someone who has demonstrated a commitment to excellence in their field.
Right.
You know, they've gone through rigorous training, passed demanding exams, and are bound by a code of ethics.
So it's like a seal of approval.
Yes.
A guarantee of quality and professionalism.
Exactly. It tells you that this estimator has the knowledge, the skills, and the ethical compass to navigate the complexities of your construction project.
Yeah.
And protect your interests every step of the way.
And that peace of mind is priceless, especially when you're talking about a major investment.
It is.
Like a construction project.
Right.
You want to know that your project is in capable hands.
Absolutely.
So we've talked about company policies, authority levels, ethical considerations, and the importance of understanding CCDC contracts.
We have.
It's clear that Gold Seal estimators are a breed apart.
They are.
But how does this all translate to the bigger picture? How does Gold Seal certification impact the Canadian construction industry as a whole?
That's a great question, and it's one we'll explore in the final part of our deep dive. Stay tuned as we uncover how this small gold seal has a ripple effect.
I like that.
That elevates standards and professionalism throughout the entire construction landscape.
Can't wait to hear more.
Me too.
We're back for the final part of our deep dive into the world of Gold Seal estimators. We've uncovered a lot about what makes them tick, from mastering those company policies to navigating those all-important CCDC contracts.
Absolutely.
But now I'm curious about the ripple effect.
Okay.
How does this commitment to excellence impact the Canadian construction industry as a whole?
It's a fantastic question. Think of Gold Seal certification as setting like a new benchmark.
Okay.
When more and more estimators reach this level of professionalism, it pushes the entire industry forward.
I'm picturing like a rising tide.
Yes.
That lifts all boats.
Exactly. Clients start recognizing the value of that gold seal, so they seek out estimators who hold it.
Okay.
This motivates other estimators to step up their game and pursue professional development.
So it creates a virtuous cycle.
Yes.
That benefits everyone.
It does.
Clients get better service. Estimators gain credibility.
Yes.
And the industry as a whole becomes more reliable.
Precisely. And with greater reliability comes all sorts of positive outcomes.
So,
projects are more likely to stay on budget and finish on time. There are fewer disputes, less need for legal intervention, and a stronger sense of trust between all the parties involved.
It sounds like Gold Seal certification is about much more than individual achievement.
It is.
It's about building a more robust and trustworthy construction sector in Canada.
Absolutely. And this gets to the heart of those core values we've been talking about. Transparency, integrity, ethical conduct. When these become ingrained in the industry's DNA, it creates a more resilient environment where everyone can thrive.
So if we had to sum up the impact of Gold Seal certification in one sentence, what would it be?
I'd say it's about raising the bar. Not just for estimators, but for the entire Canadian construction industry. It's about building better, smarter, and with a higher level of professionalism.
This has been an eye-opening exploration into the world of Gold Seal estimators.
It has.
It's amazing how a seemingly small detail that Gold Seal on a certificate can have such a profound impact.
It's a testament to the power of professional standards and a commitment to excellence.
If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to subscribe to the deep dive.
Yes.
We're constantly exploring fascinating topics like this.
We are.
Uncovering hidden gems of knowledge and sharing them with you.
That's right.
Thanks for joining us.
Until next time.